So, you've always wanted to learn how to code, right? But you look it up and, man, where do you even begin? Well, you're in exactly the right place. Stick with me for just a few minutes, and we're going to go from zero to actually understanding your very first line of code.
All right, let's just get right to it. The big question on everyone's mind. Is coding this crazy, super difficult thing that only geniuses can do? Or is it something else? Is it maybe a kind of superpower that you can actually learn? I think by the time we're done here, you're going to have a pretty clear answer.
Okay, first things first. What even is coding? Like, what are we actually talking about here? Let's pull back the curtain and make this super simple.
Honestly, the best way to think about it is it's just a language. That's all it is. It's how we talk to computers. Instead of saying, please do this, you're using a specific language to give it a list of instructions. Simple as that. You're the boss telling the computer exactly what to do.
And look at this. This is a perfect example. On the left, you just tell your friend, hey, can you do this work? Easy. On the right, you've got this line of code. It might look a little weird at first, but print hello world is literally you just saying, hey computer, can you please display the words hello world on the screen? See? It's the same idea, the same logic, just a different dialect, you could say.
Okay, this cooking analogy is brilliant. You're going to love this. Think about it. The code you write, that's just the recipe. It's the step-by-step guide. The data, the information you're working with, those are your ingredients. And the final program, the thing that actually runs, that's your finished meal. So here's the cool part. If you've ever followed a recipe to bake a cake, guess what? You already get the fundamental logic of coding. Seriously.
So now we have a handle on what coding is. But the next logical question is, why? Why should you even learn it? What's the point? Well, this is where it gets really exciting. Let's talk about going from just being curious to actually creating stuff.
Because with code, you can build things. Really think about your day. The websites you visit, the apps you scroll through on your phone, the video games you play, heck, even the brains inside robots, it's all built with code. Learning to code is this incredible shift from just using technology to actually creating it. You get to build the tools that everyone else uses.
But you know what's even cooler? It's not just about what you can build for the world, it's about what it builds inside you. Learning to code literally changes how you think. You start seeing big, messy problems and just automatically breaking them down into smaller, solvable pieces. It makes you a better problem solver, a more logical thinker, and believe it or not, way more creative. Oh, and yeah, it also happens to be a skill that is incredibly in demand for pretty much any career you can imagine.
All right, are you feeling it? Getting a little excited? Good, because now we're going to get down to brass tacks. Let's talk about how you can actually start. What's step one?
First up, you gotta pick a language. And please, don't get overwhelmed by this. You don't need to learn a dozen of them. Just pick one. A fantastic place to start for absolute beginners is Python. It almost reads like playing English. If you're dreaming of building websites, then JavaScript is your best friend. And if you're a visual person or helping a kid get started, you have to check out Scratch. It's like building with digital Legos. It's awesome.
And here it is, your four-step plan. It's really this straightforward. Step one, pick your language, like we just talked about. Step two, just focus on learning the absolute fundamentals. Don't try to learn everything at once. Now, step three is the big one. This is where the magic happens. Build something, anything, even a tiny, silly project. And finally, step four, practice. Even just 15 minutes a day makes a world of difference. That consistency is the real key.
Okay, lean in for this one, because this is probably the most important piece of advice I can give you. You are going to make mistakes, a lot of them. Your code is going to break, it's not going to work, and I need you to know that is not failure. That is literally what coding is. It's part of the process. Every single programmer in the world, from the intern to the senior engineer at Google, runs into errors all day long. It's how you learn.
So let's circle all the way back to that question from the beginning. Is coding a difficult mountain? You know what? Yeah, it can be challenging. But it's the kind of challenge that, once you start climbing, completely changes who you are. Because when you learn to speak this language, it's more than just a new line on your resume. You're getting the ability to take an idea that's stuck in your head and turn it into something real, something that works, something people can interact with. That's not just a skill, my friend. That really is a superpower.
So now, there's really only one question left to ask. Once you have this power, this ability to command computers and build entire worlds just from your imagination, what are you going to build? What amazing thing are you going to create? Because now you can.